I shouted is the wrong word, I guess, but last night I didn't really behave like a good father should behave with my daughter. So I'm staying in my mother-in-law's house at the moment. Me, Liza, and Zia share a bedroom with one double bed in it, and there's like a little Korean style futon. Basically, Korean people they sleep on like a little mattress which is about a couple of inches thick. So at the moment, Zia has been sleeping on that thing with me. I take her to bed, and then when she falls asleep, I dive into the double bed. And then sometime in the night, usually about midnight, 1 o'clock, Zia will wake up, she'll realise I'm not there, she'll clamber into bed with me in the double bed, and by this time Liza's still downstairs fanning about, watching shows or doing whatever Liza's doing that time. And then we try to sleep, but then what happens is she'll wake up a couple of hours later, usually about 2-3 o'clock, when I'm just dropping off and I got to get up at 6, and she'll start screaming for a mum. And I'm like the go-between. I'm trying to stop her from going to her mum, because the reason she wants a mum is not because she wants a mum instead of a dad. She wants a mum's boob. And I never deal with it very well. I kind of like wake up and I'm kind of half asleep, and Zia is like throwing her fucking panda fucking teddy bear around at me and kicking me, and then I pick up the teddy bear and say, don't throw it at me, and I throw it on the floor. Then she tells me she wants to go to the toilet, and I know she's acting the girl who plays wolf at this time, but I can't chance it, so I take her downstairs, take all of her bottoms off, sit her on the toilet. Idiot. And then she looks at me because she doesn't really want to go to the toilet, and then I'm getting angry. I think I called her a liar. I said, Zia, you can't lie like this. I get frustrated with her, and then along comes Liza, and she trots downstairs at 3 o'clock in the morning with a completely different demeanour, a completely different tone, one full of compassion and empathy, and Zia melts into her arms, kind of gives me that nah look, and takes her to bed, and the crisis is diverted. But then I wake up this morning, I'm not happy about the way that I behaved. But I behaved in a way that has been programmed in me, programmed in the part of my subconscious and a part of my personality that governs the way that I behave as a father. So the blueprint of fatherhood for me, which came from my father, is very strong within me, and I spend a lot of time trying to change it, and I know that I am. I know that every day I become a better father. I know that because I didn't behave in the right way last night, the fact that I'm reflecting on it now and sharing this with you means that it's going to help me grow moving forward. And I think the important thing to remember is, if I want to stop being me and to start being more like Liza when it comes to having compassion for a 2-year-old that doesn't know what's going on for them and only has a limited ability to communicate with me, and one of those ways of communicating with me is by crying and screaming. It's not about being a better father. It's about changing my personality in its entirety. Like, Liza's warmth and compassion is not only localized for 2-year-old kids. She's like that with everybody because that's her personality. And I want that personality. And I'm learning that the way to get that personality is to work on the attributes and the values that run counter to the way that I'm behaving. So at the moment I'm a very resentful, angry, bitter, short-tempered, unsympathetic and unempathic kind of guy. Right, that makes me sound really bad. Obviously I have some of those positive traits within me, but at the core of me, that's who I am for the majority of the time, and that's how I behave, that's what my personality is. If I want to break out of that mold and be the opposite of that, then I have to focus on the opposite values and behaviors. So if I want to be compassionate, I need to read about compassion. I need to learn about compassion. I need to mix with, communicate with, and share stories with compassionate people. If I want to be more empathic, I need to learn more about empathy. If I want to be calmer and more mindful, I need to learn more about mindfulness. I need to incorporate meditation process on a regular daily basis, right? If I want to have more patience, then I need to learn more about patience. Look, if you want to be a good footballer, a good baseball player, a good piano player, a good writer, the way that you do that is by strengthening those muscles, by learning and practicing in those arts. And for me it's the same if we want to be whoever we want to be in life from a personal standpoint. But rather than like recognize that, you know, I can be resentful and I can be angry, rather than focus on reducing the resentment and reducing the anger, is look at those counter, what are the opposites of those emotions, the ones that I'm not displaying, and work on improving those. And I think if we as a group continue to do that and continue to work on that, then there is no room in our lives for alcohol. Because if you are a super duper happy-go-lucky, empathic, beautiful, blah blah blah, wonderful human being, then chances are you are more able to deal with the vagaries of life, and you will not need alcohol as a way of helping you, support you as a crutch or whatever, right? So I think that this is an important lesson. Just wanted to share it with you. Gangster in a car just driving past me, shaking